Scorpio, if you have been navigating complex relationships or difficult decisions, this message is for you. Hey there, beautiful souls. Welcome to your March monthly tarot reading. If you're new here, welcome to Universal Wisdom Tarot. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your loyalty and support. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss your spiritual guidance. This month is about clarity, integrity, and starting again even when emotions run deep. Stick around, my friends, and we'll see what the cards have in store. Hey there, beautiful Scorpio souls. Welcome to your general intuitive tarot reading for the month of March. I do hope that February wasn't too rough on you. It definitely was rough. Energy beat me up pretty badly, and I'm still kind of beat up. And I have a cold, so apologies for my voice, any sneezing, any coughing you might hear. I do my best to get my words out so that they can be heard. And apologies, and I just ask your patience and thank you for your support in that matter. Remember, this is a general intuitive tarot reading, so hey, just take what resonates with your heart, leave the rest for somebody else. I have already asked for blessings for the reading, so we're going to get all the cards out, and then we're going to connect to the energies. All right, let's see what's going on, Scorpio. Let's look at your main messages. You have the Fool, the Hermit. You have two twos, Two of Wands and Two of Pentacles together. You have the Queen of Swords. The bottom of the deck, you have the King of Swords. So there's a bit of a divine couple there, King and Queen of Swords. But King of Swords is the theme of your month, right? That's the overarching energy. And the King of Swords reminds us to get mental clarity, right? Now, this could be also a figure, a person in your life. This could be you. It could be you where you are in the month of March in terms of, being very regimented. Could be, it's kind of like a military character, right? When we look at the King of Swords, it's somebody who's using his head. He's getting all the facts. He's a strategist, somebody who is maybe a good communicator. Okay, this could be you, could be somebody else in your life. But as a theme of the month, it's really about getting clarity. It's about mental clarity. It's about being objective. It's about using your logic. And that logic helps you to navigate a situation, or that objectivity helps you to navigate a situation. Now, for some of you, maybe it's relationship-wise. For some of you, maybe it's not relationship-wise. It could be in any area of life, all right? Or any area of your life. But whatever this situation is that you require clarity with, that you need to use your logic to navigate, you're doing it with some kind of fresh eyes, all right? For some of you, I think this is like a new chapter in your life and in how you might relate to people, how you might relate to someone in specific or a situation in specific. It could be that you're willing to take a mental leap of faith, because we're going to talk about that Fool in just a second, all right? But I do feel like it's for you. This is, new. It could be, as I said, could be in relationship, it could be any area of your life. But, and when I say relationships, or, it doesn't have to be a love relationship only. Could be anybody, great. Loved ones, family, friends, business partnerships, neighbors, best friends, okay? Anybody in your life that could be a relationship with, or a situation that you're navigating. But that King of Swords also, it sort of advises that you're cutting through the emotional noise, all right? So when we start having these, interactions with people, especially people that are a lot closer to us, sometimes we get a little bit of emotional noise. We carry some stuff with us. And it's, this is about getting some clear communication, or directly solving the problem of whatever that Fool might, and other cards, Fool, Hermit, etc., might be causing you. So, yeah, you're directly solving them. It's requiring a firm sort of strategic or thought leadership approach to navigating the situation, all right? So, we start with this Fool first week, clarified by the World and the Nine of Pentacles. Now, I actually love this first week for you here, my friends, because it's like a reset month, right? Reset button. And I'd say this is the moment where you're being asked to, approach the situation, look at it with fresh eyes, as I said before. Maybe you're ready to take a, bit of a leap of faith. Any old assumptions that you had, or things that you were carrying when I talked about that emotional noise, right? All of that, you want to kind of push it to one side, or realize that it's no longer useful for you. For some of you that, this is definitely, coming, I want to say, full circle with this World card, or maybe being able to look at it from a higher level. In other words, looking at it from the 30,000-foot view, right? When you see a globe, you see the whole planet, right? Like if you were to look at a picture or hold a globe in your hand, you're looking at the whole thing, right? You're not zooming in on one little town and one country and one mountain or what have you. This is the whole world, right? So you're zooming, you're looking from that higher level and saying to yourself, what's the situation here? What's the reset of my current situation? And how does this new chapter, how can I, take a leap of faith here? How can I create that perfect environment aside for myself with that Nine of Pentacles, and sort of just be able to say, hey, I'm going to take a bit of a risk here. I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna see what happens, and or at least at the very least at the beginning of this month, you might not take the leap right away, but at the very least you recognize the need, or acknowledge the fact that you must either take a leap to have the reset moment, to press the reset button. It's like, it's like in those TV programs that somebody, presses a button and the floor drops and you drop down. That's it. There's your reset button. It's within your finger reach or arm's length. And the question is, are you going to press it? Because the minute you do, the floor drops and you're going to go someplace new. You're going to go have this fresh moment, this fresh take a leap of faith, and it's going to bring you to somewhere. That's your reset, right? Now, we move into the second week. You have the Hermit, the Ace of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. So it kind of tells me in the second week you haven't pressed the button yet. Because what you're trying to do is before you act, before you press the darn button, you're trying to take a pause here. You're trying to, you don't want to rush. You don't want to get into conversations, into decisions just yet. You know that you're sort of coming to the end of having to face it because there's the Ten of Swords here. The Ten of Swords says completion. Look whatever this is in the face. Make a decision. Get that clarity in mind with that Ace of Swords. But it all comes from the Hermit. And the Hermit is the card of looking inward. On this image, there's a woman, and she's looking into the clouds, and she sees her own face. This is between you and you. This is between you and your inner wisdom. This is between you and following your own guiding light. No one's going to tell you press the button or not. No one's going to tell you take the reset and go. No one's going to tell you make the change. The only person who can make the change is you, and you know when the moment is right to press the reset button and take the leap of faith. All right? So you're stepping back, you're examining what you truly think, maybe what you need. You're away from some sort of outside influence because that's very helpful, right? That's when we look inward, is because nobody else can give us the answers we're looking for. Now I'm getting a message from my guides that there are some obstacles in the way, okay, as it relates to whatever your situation is. If it's a relationship, it could be a specific relationship or a specific conversation you need to have with somebody or something of that nature. This could be related to that. And you may feel the urge just to do something sudden. Okay. But I do feel you won't necessarily, because you don't feel 100% ready to leap yet. Okay. So you might, and if it is a relationship, you don't want to lash out at anybody either, especially if it's a conversation or words that come out of your mouth in that regard. So best to practice some restraint there. My guides are saying it's always wise to choose wisdom over impulse. This is your wisdom period, okay? These first 3 weeks. Your impulse comes in week 4, okay? Or it's when you'll act in week 4. So the Hermit ensures you move and, or that your move, whatever your next move might be, is very informed, and it's not a reactive one. Week 3, you're definitely not going anywhere yet either. This is why I say you kind of recognize there's a change here. You seek some inner guidance in week 2. And in week 3, you got stuck energy. It's like you can't decide. You have 2 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, right? 2 twos. Twos are the card of duality. 2 is the number of duality. Go right, go left, go up, go down, go in, go out. Do it or don't do it, right? Act, don't act. So this is that energy of decision making. And you are stuck because you have the Hangman, which is the card of pause. You have the 8 of Swords, which is feeling bound and tied up. So this is extremely clear week of no actions happening there for sure. You haven't pressed that button. You're definitely not going to be pressing it in week 3. Okay. So, this is the card of making decisions, but you're under pressure because you're feeling stuck. Now, 2 of Pentacles is, usually about juggling things, dealing with a lot of spinning plates, time priorities. Time is of the essence. That's part of that pressure. There's emotional considerations, obviously. And the 2 of Wands says, hey, I want to choose a direction that feels right for me, that feels I'm gonna be passionate about. I'm gonna, I don't want to stay in limbo. All right. I want to be happy. I want to be passionate. I want to feel that. But I do feel like whatever this is for you in week 3, it's a relationship, not a relationship. It's a career move, what have you. It's weighing and it's starting to weigh on you. And you are weighing whether to continue investing in it or to redirect your energy. Okay, so you're either going to say yes, continue, or no, change. Okay, now you do have the death card here, which is change. So, take that how it resonates, but only you know the answer to, your dilemma, your situation that you need to navigate here in terms of, the reset button for you. All right. Now, and you're going to do it with logic, right? That's, King of Swords says you're going to get the truth, and the truth first and foremost is what is going to provide you that answer to whether or not you should do this. So, this decide whether stay or go, up or down, in or out, right? For some of you, it could be about you balancing logic with practicality, right? You're looking for, is this logical? Is this practical? That's your up and your down, or you're in and out, or you're left and you're right. And deciding what future you're actually willing to commit to. That's the other thing. So I would say that the third week is the moment of choice. Pretty much. You have to make the moment of choice by the end of the third week, because it looks to me like in the fourth week you do decide. And, if it is related to a personal relationship, for some of you, it might be. I just have to get this out because my guides keep saying, is this the one? That's the question you might be asking yourself. So I would say take time before making a final decision, Scorpio, okay? Because that's what my guides are telling me. So I have to pass the message to you. But I feel like you're stuck in this third week. But when you get to the fourth week, that logic kicks really in, because you have the Queen of Swords there, right? With that King of Swords together, says, hey, this is your voice. This is your decision. And it's a victorious one with the Six of Wands. It's definitely some kind of either change for you, or it's a surprise that this is a change for you, or you're ready to make a change by the end of the fourth week. I feel like it's your time to take the lead, to blast through something. Maybe it's, on your projects, or you make a, momentous move in a relationship for some of you, but you're going to get clarity for these matters, whatever these matters might be for you. Now, it's like you can talk it out. You can communicate clearly about it. Whatever that means for you, right? Every situation is different. So, kind of take it how it resonates. But once you get sort of clarity, your communication becomes sharper. You're a little bit more honest about this situation. Excuse me. There's no ambiguity at all anymore. And this isn't about, you're not being cold or anything, so don't worry about that. It's just being clear. You're actually clear in your mind. So once you know, it's just easier to communicate what your desire is, or get it out. So I feel like your boundaries are expressed. I feel like your truth is being spoken. It's being spoken without apology. And, the Queen says what she needs to say, and says it like at once and gets it out. All right. So, Scorpio, I'd say this is a very interesting month. It's a great month where you're being asked to lead. You're asked to, lead with integrity, figure it out what you want to leap to. Even when, you get that wisdom for yourself, then you have to make that decision, and then you take the action and have that change, and really sort of choosing the truth over the comfort here. And I do feel like you're also thinking very long term, so that's always a good thing. All right, let's get you an oracle message now. Let's see what they want to tell you. You have a final message or a message, additional message you would like to give Scorpio for the month of March. You have Pegasus, number 28. It says transcending. Give me a second, I'll get the book. Or, yeah, it's number 28. Second there, I thought it said 23. The spirit of Pegasus says you're on a pilgrimage of the soul. It's time to transcend the weight of earthly burdens. Fly over situations that have been pulling you down. Don't involve yourself with the drama of others. When you remember that you have come from spirit and are eternal, challenging situations will resolve. A profound transformation is at hand. Absolutely, because you are going to be navigating this with your reset button. And it's been a very, very interesting read there, Scorpio. So that's where I'll leave it for today. I do hope something resonates. I'll see you very soon, my friends. Until then, please know that I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.